Now, this is one of the main reasons why you can't just give anybody a stethoscope and a white coat and call them a doctor. Imagine your child was declared dead and it was an error. And after this declaration of death, there were more than 2 signs of life that went ignored. The nurse told the officer, the child is breathing. The officer then went to the doctor and said, Doctor, the child is breathing. And you know what he said? Oh, who's the doctor? Who has the degree? Who is here and doing their bit? Let me do my job. Ignored. And due to this error, the family should now be set for the rest of their waking lives, financially. The doctor, out of practice. You're not allowed to just make those type of errors and then continue to be a doctor. No, your career ends here. An Arizona toddler was found breathing inside a Gilbert Hospital morgue after being declared dead hours earlier by an Arizona doctor, according to police records. A police report and body camera video reviewed by the ABC 15 investigators show that 2 Gilbert police officers saw signs of life multiple times, but the toddler was still taken to the hospital's cold room, which is also considered to be the morgue. One officer wrote in the police report that the baby was pronounced dead in error by the Mercy Gilbert doctor, even after a tense exchange about a pulse possibly being detected. The 18-month-old was rushed to Mercy Gilbert Medical Center after he was found inside the family's pool on Super Bowl Sunday in February. It has taken months for the Gilbert police to release public records related to the near drowning. The ABC 15 investigators reviewed a half-dozen body camera videos, including videos from the initial drowning scene and videos inside the hospital. Most of the videos are heavily blurred and most of the audio has been muted. But one critical moment was captured between the doctor and the officer. According to the police report, the officer wrote that a nurse in another room said, "I have a pulse," which is critical. The officer wrote that when he tried to alert the doctor, who was with the family in another room, the doctor appeared to dismiss the concerns. The doctor arrogantly told me he was the doctor. He has the medical degree. He went to the medical school for a reason, and to let him do his thing.
To let him do his thing. ABC 15 appears to have located part of that exchange in the body camera video just moments before the doctor declares the baby dead.
I went to medical school for a reason. I'm not trying to. Okay, let me just clarify. Thank you.
Records show that shortly after that exchange, the doctor went on to declare the baby dead. And still, over the next hour, 2 Gilbert police officers continued to document signs of life in their police report. One officer wrote, "The release of air was audible and visible," later writing, "It also began to sound like redacted was gasping for air." The report goes on to say that when medical staff went to move the boy's body to the morgue, the officer wrote that she observed what appeared to be another audible gasp. That was not the last time she heard signs of life either. While inside the morgue, the officer said, "I again observed what appeared to be a gasp of air release," which was now almost an hour later. A nurse who was there said those sounds could be a response to efforts to save the toddler. Some of the last audio recordings heard on the body camera videos were of an officer telling the family that they could say goodbye. The report says hours later at 11:52 p.m., the medical examiner's transport showed up and found the toddler was breathing inside the hospital morgue. He was then flown to Phoenix Children's Hospital for treatment. An MRI said that the baby had brain damage, and we are told he will need lifelong care. An attorney representing the family declined to comment. Mercy Gilbert said in a statement, "This is a heartbreaking situation. We immediately conducted a thorough review of all aspects of the care provided to learn what happened and to make meaningful changes to strengthen our care. Out of respect for the patient's privacy, we cannot discuss details. We continue to work with the family and their representative. Patient safety and exceptional care is our highest priority." Well, their hiring process is not their highest priority. It should be among the care of their... I'm happy that this baby is alive, and I am also happy that the officers didn't listen to the command of the doctor and they kept on writing in the report their signs of life. So although they did go ignored, the consistency I'm happy they didn't listen to this crooked doctor.